Hello and welcome to No Man's Sky, everybody. This is ElanPaul, and we're going to be doing a playthrough, a quick playthrough in two parts. This will be part one, and we're going to do a playthrough of the latest expedition, the Titan expedition for Worlds Part 2 of No Man's Sky. The Titan expedition is a very interesting one. I've done my own chart in regards to the types of materials you need, things you can do. Most folks can get this done within about 2 hours if they take their time and just work it properly, but if they do a little bit of a rush. We're not going to do the story mode style. I'm not going to read any of the things that you would normally read in this. We're just going to work our way through as quickly as possible. And we're going to go through the things that you're going to need on the certain planets and stuff like that. So while we're switching over, before I start choosing something over here, I'm just going to open something on my side here, something that you will not be able to see. So what I'm looking at here is I'm looking at something that you guys can't see. It's what we're going to be doing on our starter planet. So to start this out, rather than going to a terminal with your main save, I'm going to start it out from a new game. Okay? We're going to do a new game. We're going to do the expedition. You can see at the time I'm making this, we got 5 weeks remaining. And we're going to get it started. Now I'm also going to show you something. While this is loading up, no music, I'm going to bring something in. Look at the top right corner. There you go. We've got a timer. We're going to start up when we get this going. And that timer is going to show us how much time it's taking to get things done. So I will show you the first part and how much time it should take you to get done. Normally about 45 to 50 minutes, maybe a little longer if you take your time. You should be able to get done with the first planet. Now, some of you out there who do speed runs may be thinking to yourself, my gosh, you're going to spend that much time in that first system? Yes, I am. Because I'm going to show you one specific milestone when we get in here. Let's go ahead and get it started, and I'm going to start up the timer at the same time. There you go. So what you're going to see is one of the milestones in particular, because we'll talk about it as we're waiting for this to open up. You're starting first of all on one of the Titan planets, if you will, one of the giants. This is a gas giant you're on. There's a lot of crap going on. You're going to have to pay attention to things around you and keep an eye on what you're doing. Okay? The milestone in particular is in phase 5, and it's regarding getting 10,000 steps in. 9,999, as it says in there. If you were to take the fastest running you could do about 450 steps every minute. You do the math. It's going to take you well over 10 minutes at least. More like over 20 minutes to get that done. Alright, so here we go. We're starting out in Expedition 17 Titan, and we're getting it going here. Now this is going to be in a different style than you see, say, Zane and those do it. One of the first things you need to do is get yourself into a tornado. You don't have to get into the tornado. If you see which way it's going, approach it from the side. Get pulled in just a little bit. Whoop. Just get a little bit closer to it. I got to get it just right. Hold on. And try to run away from it. There you go. And that should give you the achievement that you need. Okay? And then just get away from it. And it will go about its business and move somewhere else. You need plenty of condensed carbon. Pick it up as you go. Look towards where your ship needs to be and head in that direction. You want to get to your ship pretty much as soon as you can. Yep, see the tornado moved out into the distance and it's gone. Alright, and as we look through our viewfinder, we need some items here. We need several things. We need storm crystals. We need crystallized helium. We need activated quartzite and several other items. Cobalt is going to be needed here. We can get some of these things while we're running through. Our ship, 577, we have a storm crystal on the way. Let's grab it. But you notice there's something else here. This indicates that we have subterranean relics, which means we have a cave. You know what's inside of a cave? Stalactites, stalagmites, that give us cobalt. You need at least, bare minimum, 40 cobalt to get this started. Okay? For certain items that you need. So look around for those stalactites, stalagmites, like this one down here, and gather up at least 40. Now, if you want some extra batteries, I suggest getting about 60 to 80, okay? Just get 2 or 3 extra batteries. That should be more than enough. So you got 49 already. 51. How much is that? 75. I'm going to get 5 more to just make it even. 80. Perfect. Alright, see, you can get it right. Pretty slick, right? Alright, so we got our 80 cobalt. Moving on. Let's get out of this cave. So we're inside of the cave, which is giving us a little bit of protection for using our protection modules that we have. And we need to get out of here sooner or later. But you know what? Your jetpacks are just not strong enough to get you out of here. So do yourself a favor. Mark someplace you need to go. Like, for instance, this storm crystal right in front of us. And it looks like we have activated quartzite right there. Good. Switch over to your terrain manipulator. Dig a tunnel. Carve your way through a hill. Okay. Now, if you see any more of those tornadoes, try to steer clear. Alright, be careful falling. You also need salt. Oh, there's another one right there. We'll keep an eye on it. We're going to get salt. You need at least 80 salt. At least 80. So get it from these rocks right here. You don't have to analyze them. We don't worry about the secondary item on them. That should be 85. Perfect. Let's keep going. If you want, you can usually pick up dihydrogen gels in the space stations, but I recommend getting at least another 40 if you can, just in case you can't come across them. If you can get about 40 dihydrogen, you should be in really good shape. There we go, I got 40. And again, pick up the condensed carbon, which is in copious amounts on this planet. They don't give you a whole lot at a time, but you do get a good amount. So pick that up as you go. You do need a lot of it. I'm not going to give you a number. It's just, you need a lot. Just keep going and keep grabbing some. Alright, where's our ship? There it is, right that way. Okay. So we're looking for that activated quartzite. That should be right there, 405. Is that another tornado? It sure enough is. So heading towards us, try to stay away from it. I can't guarantee I can. I'm just going to watch it for a moment. It's going to the left. It looks like it wants to come towards me, but I don't know. Those things can hurt you. Sometimes you get away with it. Sometimes you can get away with it. Another thing you need while you're on this planet is going to be sodium and oxygen. Oxygen is really hard to come by. As you come across the sodium plants, grab as much as you can. You don't need a ton of it, but you do need a good amount. You will find it on all the little moons around this particular planet. Keeping an eye on that tornado. Make sure to see if there's any storm crystals anywhere nearby. You need a total of 7 of those. There's one all the way over there. That's pretty far away, though. Okay, grab that. Now my view distance is turned down a little bit for my graphics and CPU settings, but that's okay. You hear the wind, take a look around, make sure you don't have another one heading towards you. Okay, keep going. Alright, we're going to be using some of that condensed carbon to recharge our mining laser as well, so just keep going with it as often as you can get it. Alright, looks like it's right up here. Yep, right here. We switched over to our terrain manipulator. We're going to put it on the smallest setting. Get about, for the activated quartzite, do not get it confused with the helium. For the activated quartzite, you need about at least 50. I usually get about 60 to 75 of it. It's a very handy metal to get because it has a 4-to-1 ratio turning into there it is, 70. 70 should be good. It has a 4-to-1 ratio turning into chromatic metal. So usually really good to get it. You don't need it for anything else. That's the only thing you need it for. And we'll be doing that later. Alright, so our ship should be to the left. Yes, it is. I'm taking another look to see what else there is. I need helium. We've got a lot of cobalt nearby. Is that helium? It's activated quartzite again. How far away is that? 372. Too far. Cobalt. Cobalt. Quartzite. Cobalt. Quartzite. Helium. 1,000 away. Alright, we're going to mark it. 988. That's okay. Doesn't make a difference. Let's head towards our ship. We're going to mark it because we're going to come back to that. Try not to lose your marking. And as we go, we're going to try to pick up more storm crystals. You have to get a lot of steps in, like I said, so try to use your jetpack as least often as you can. You're going to want to do the thrust jump and everything like that. Ooh, I got a radiation protection? That's nice. I don't really need it, but it's nice to have. You can trade that in for something better. See, now my radiation protection, pardon me, my heat protection's falling. Okay, so that's what your sodium's for too, just in case. You can also, once you get some ferrite, which I don't think these will give you any, oh, they will. If you can get yourself about 20 ferrite, I got 17. There we go. Let's make a couple batteries, shall we? There we go. We'll need 4 more batteries out of that, but that's going to be for other stuff later. That hurt. I didn't realize that was going to be such a severe drop right there. Alright, we're at the ship. Alright. This is a good thing. A couple things happen here. Now, you may have a tornado try to spawn up and suck you in. Get what you can real quick and get in your ship. Okay, nanites, that's good. Hit that thing up. We'll hit these 2 things up real quick. Metal. Get the rusted metal and hang on to it. Alright, good. And there should be an oxygen patch nearby. There it is, all 4. Grab them. Good. We're good. Get in your ship. Alright, so we're going to be protected in here. We obviously have damage to our ship. You automatically get 2 dihydrogen jellies, so you can use one of them to repair this. You need ferrite, right? We didn't get enough of it, so we're going to use this to get it. Now, if you go into your milestones real quick in your expedition, the first one you get is finding your ship, and it gives you a prepackaged personal refiner. Grab it. But do it while you're in your ship, because it comes in handy, because it gets Starship launch fuel, and that just ends up in the right inventory. You notice we got sucked into that tornado earlier. We should have done something with this right away, because we get a Supreme Movement System upgrade. So that's fantastic. Alright, so let's do that. So I'm going to put this in real quick. I'm going to put it in my supercharged slot. I'm going to move my hazard protection over to be grouping them together. And my jetpack is going to be over here. This helps better over here. And that should do it. Okay, this we're going to hang on to. I'm going to put it in my ship for now, but we also need to install our refiner. I'm going to put it right here. Charge it up. Should have enough condensed carbon for now. Let's put our rusted metal in. Gives us a 2-to-1 ratio, pardon me, 1-to-2 ratio for making ferrite. Let's let that boogie along. Now, we should have enough condensed carbon to make at least 1 hermetic seal, which you need. And we're going to go ahead and repair the other part with just one of that real quick. We need a metal plate for 50 ferrite, and we need 50 pure ferrite to fix the other one. While we're waiting, you notice that we don't have any supercharged slots in here, right? Unfortunately, some ships will, some ships won't. This one does not, unfortunately. So I'm just going to spread these out a little bit, just so I have them here. We're going to be selling this, and we're going to be purchasing something else with it, so we'll do that later. Anything you need to do. We need 6 more of these, so we're going to be looking for those when we land. Activated quartzite, like I said, we're going to turn in condensed carbon. And it said condensed carbon. I meant we're going to turn it into chromatic metal. So now that we've done this, I'm going to take half of it, put it back in, and I'm going to reduce this amount to 60, not 50, but make 60 pure ferrite. You need 10 extra. Later on, you're going to be building a base. You have to build one of the walls that has a door in it. It requires 10 pure ferrite. That's the extra 10 you need. There you go. So write that down. Very good. Glad you did. Make a metal plate. There we go. Back into your starship. 50 pure ferrite. That's now fixed. Metal plate. That's now fixed. Your ship is ready to go. I always move things around a little bit. In my multi-tool, I'm going to put all of my boltcaster stuff over here. I don't really need it grouped together at all. I'm not going to upgrade it, and you don't need anything else. You need these spread out because you're going to be maybe adding some stuff. I'm going to charge this back up because we'll need that mining beam later on. Starship's ready, exosuit's ready, everybody's ready to go. I'm going to put 1 more battery in one of these just to protect myself for now, and I'm going to make 1, 2, 3 more of those. And you'll notice that my, oh, 1 more. There, cobalt. All my cobalt's used up. We're ready to go. Okay, remember that marking we made? We're going to head there right now. Now, I like to fly in third person, so I'm going to put a hotkey set up for that, and I'm going to fly to that spot that had our crystallized helium. Now, the crystallized helium requires that we get 256 of this, so hopefully it's a pretty decent setting. It looks like we have a storm crystal right there. So I'm going to kind of land in between here. Those are sac venom. You don't want to run into those. That's bad juju. You get hurt. So let's get the crystallized helium first. Those floating rocks, they're not going to hurt you. Don't worry about it. Okay, terrain manipulator, smallest setting, 256. Remember that. Keep your ear and eye open for the tornadoes. You don't want to get sucked in. If you think you're going to get sucked in, you want to kind of stay put. Dig a hole real quick into the ground and get underneath this thing, and it will not be able to pull you out. At least it worked one time for me. We're up to 60. Some of these little tornadoes that are spawning up don't do anything to you. Don't worry about it. But if you see lightning in one of them, that's when you want to stop. Okay? We're up to 90. We need another 150 of it. The smallest setting garners the best amount of resources from one of these. It does take a little bit longer, but it's better than going the medium setting and not getting what you're looking for. Rocks pushed me a little bit on the smaller ones, but that's about it. Okay, we're at 180, 190. We're getting there. Oh. Nope, that's just a storm crystal. 20. Got a little bit further to go. 30. It will announce it, don't worry. 40, 50, and there it is. Okay, we're done. Alright, head over to your storm crystals and start picking them up. You need all 7 of them, and don't go anywhere until you get them all. Switch back to my mining beam. We'll get our stuff as we go. We can't get these guys unless we put an advanced mining laser in it. So, and I think, do we get it from this one? Do you get this here? The lithium and methane is useless to you, so I wouldn't even bother with it. So I wouldn't get that as far as that's concerned. On the other side of our ship here is the extra storm crystal. We're going to go grab that. Watch the sac venom. It can hurt you very badly. People have been known to die for smaller reasons. Alright. We're up to 3 storm crystals. Let's take a look around and look for more. We got another damaged machinery here. Grab them if you can. If you find fecium in any of them, you need that. Just grab it. Otherwise, delete whatever's in there. Take whatever's it's offered to you. Nanites are always handy. Grab them. If you see a storm crystal underground, like there's one over there at 382, I might check that out. If you see one underground, a lot of times the ones underground are in clusters. And that's a good thing. So I'm going to head over this way. Don't want to use my jetpacks if I can avoid it. I'm reminding myself out loud. Oh, that's another tornado. Which way is it going? Alright, I don't think it's heading to the left, so we're going to go that way. Whoop. If you run into these, try to grab what you can from them real quick. And keep your eyes peeled on the storms and stuff, because it could come in handy. Because the metal, you're going to turn that all into barite dust, and you do need it. There we go. Okay. It looks like it's heading away from us. Alright, so we're going to head that way. Just remember where you parked your ship. Unlike me, I always forget. And you'll see me, or hear me say many times, where did I park that thing? Again, you need a lot of condensed carbon. I've been finding that I've needed more and more as I've been going. I seem to gather a ton of it, and I'm like, I'm very happy with how much I've gathered, and the next thing I know, I need about 20 or 30 more. And I'm like, I should have done it. But fortunately, as you go, you're going to gather up plenty of other resources, so just keep at it. Alright, so we got our next one. How many do we have now? 4? 4. Okay, so we need to look for another storm crystal. There's one at 333. Got a tornado in the way, and there's one over there at 298. I'm going to go to the 333 one. I think it's a better option. The 298 one was up in the hills. This one looks like it might be a little lower. Maybe we'll be lucky and it'll be like a 3-pack. That would be great, wouldn't it? Notice it's around 17 minutes into the episode here, and we are still running. You've got about 16 minutes into the game already. But remember, what steps you get here, you don't have to do later. So, you know, just keep going. Really was hoping to get fecium in one of these. And just, side note, I've got a little bit of a head cold or something going on right now, not feeling well, so you may hear me choke and cough every now and then, and I can't get to my microphone quick enough. Ah, thermal protection module for a cold planet. Fantastic. We don't really need it, but that's okay. So let's get this storm crystal. I'm going to let that get down pretty far before I use one of my batteries. Just so you're wondering. In case you're wondering, that is. Alright, it was a 1. Alright, let's go look for more. There's one all the way over there at 311, 310. What else we got? There's one over here at 227. Let's go to the 227 one. I'd like to go up a little bit. Maybe we'll get away from any tornadoes that might be coming. Alright, we're down to 25. Maybe we should use a battery. I'll use a battery. Alright, there we go. Move on. That's just the... from there. No tornadoes at the moment. There could be one behind me, I don't know. I do want some oxygen. If I can find some more, that'd be great. I don't need it right away. Okay, so this is going to be number 6, I think. Yes. Up. You hear this? You hear the wind blowing? It's actually trying to pull me out. There we go. See? The hole worked. The hole worked, as you can see. Alright, keep going. Nice job, see? Dig the hole real quick. More nanites. Ooh, oxygen. Okay. Okay, where did our... that was our storm crystal we got, right? Yes, it was. Okay, so we got to look for another storm crystal. We need one more. They come in ones for the most part, and it's really tough to go track them all down, but if you can find one more... Alright, we know there was one down there by our ship, so we may head that way. You also have an unknown grave here. If you want to check it out, you can get an upgrade from it, but I'm not going to go that way. Right. A little bit of hop, skip, and jump with my jetpack here. It should be another one coming up down this way. But we'll head back through the mountains towards the ship. I'm actually going to go to the top of this one here. While you're going up a very steep slope, your jetpack hopefully will work a little better. Nope. I'm going to put some oxygen. Oh, I have a life support gel I picked up. I'm going to use it. There's our other storm crystal I was looking for. Okay, good. Let's head towards it. There we go. Is it going down? It is. I'm going to do something here. No, I don't think I'm going to do that. I was going to dig through the mountain. I'm going to hold off doing that. So we're about 20 minutes in. On my best runs, I'm usually off this planet by about the 15-minute mark. So it gives you a rough idea where we are. At the making of this video, I was currently the record holder at 1 hour and 21 minutes. So yeah, I don't know if that's going to hold at this point. Ah, look at that. This is what I was looking for earlier. I'll grab all 3. I was looking for a threesome. I knew I should have went to this one. Okay. Back to the ship. Yes, I'm going to run. I'm going to take up more steps to get there. While I'm running, back to the exosuit. Remember this stuff? Drop it in. Let it start running. You don't need it. That 256 crystallized helium you do not need, and you can turn that into also ferrite dust. What ferrite dust you get now is less you'll have to buy later, and usually I don't have to buy any when done right. I got a little extra metal out of all these, so I'm kind of happy about that too. You will get some more condensed carbon in different places, so just pick up what you can as you go. A little more oxygen. We'll pick up tons of that later. Now, what carbon, regular carbon, you don't get, you can turn your oxygen into carbon through your refiner as well. So it's a little bit of a heads up on that one, so that way you know. Okay, good deal. I know it's not a lot of condensed carbon I'm picking up, but again, what I pick up now, I don't have to make later. Alright, that should do it. Now we shouldn't need that thermal protection again. There we go. Ooh, tornado just began. Alright, so we're done here. We have completed all the things we needed to get. We can't really discover any plants here. We did get our bottled lightning, which gives us an advanced mining laser, which we're not going to actually use, believe it or not, and the prepackaged hazmat gauntlets. Well, we normally wouldn't use it, but since I was fortunate enough to pick up all those upgrades, I'm going to use it now. Okay, so as we're heading up out of the atmosphere, I'm going to go ahead and install them. So for once, I'm going to actually put this in. I haven't done that before. It's been a while. And we're going to move this over to our ship, because we're going to sell it later. And we're going to take our hazmat gauntlets and install it. I'm going to put it over here. Alright, once you get out of the system, there you go, like that. You'll get your next upgrade. Hold on. Okay, mission complete, ignition. So we go into our milestone, phase 1. And you see you get a prepackaged teleport receiver. We really don't need it. And honestly, you're not going to want to use it. You'll want to, and then on another side of you is going to say, I really don't need it. So let me go ahead and put this in here. We'll get another 400 ferrite out of that. We're doing really good on it. Good amount of oxygen. I could use a lot more. If we take about 100 of this, but I think we're going to need all 400 if my calculations were correct for that. So I'll keep that going. Let's keep this going as well. I'm going to put a little bit more condensed carbon in right now. We will come back. All right, first person. What we're looking for is the nearest planet. That's our nearest. We'll start here, and remember the name of any base that you see on there. Nan's Marble Run, that's fine. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go to this planet no matter what it happens to be. You notice it's not coming up yet. Now it does. Temperate moon, star bulb, quartzite, paraffinium, magnetized ferrite. Paraffinium would be nice to get. You can get it at the... I really am not interested in you, sir. You know what? What do you got? I'll check. Let's just see what he's got. Besium. You know what? I can use that. Let's go into our inventory here. Is there anything I can sell? Yes, I can. I'm going to sell 8, not 9, 8 of the storm crystals. Go ahead and sell those off. Anything else you can sell? Oh, I got a microprocessor I didn't even know I had. Go back to buying. I'm going to grab that Fecium because I need it. I only need half of that. So I'm going to get 51. You don't need all, you need 50 plus 1. So get 51. You notice he's also got gamma root. You need 400 of it, so grab what he can. We got very fortunate here to even find any of this, so this is really good. All right, so I got all I need. That's everything I need from him. So that actually worked out great. I was about to yell at him and tell him to go away. Go figure. All right, let's hit our moon. Let's land on the moon. I don't want to hit the moon. There's nothing wrong with the moon. There's no reason to hit it. Okay. Just as long as we're clear on that. That looks like a building, and it does not look like a man-made one. It looks like an NPC-made one, and it's an archive. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and land at the archive, and I'm going to use up one of the outside lower terminals. Right there. Now, I need a few things, but you know what? I just realized if I go to the space station, not the one here, but the one I usually hit, I usually have to go to the terminal and sell stuff and buy stuff. Well, guess what? I don't have to sell anything now. Let's check this first. So, if you find a terminal, whether it be here or at a space station, pick up the things that you need. We already got cobalt. I don't really need to worry about that. I need one more microprocessor, so I need a total of 2 of those. Might write that down, 2 microprocessors. So now I have 2. We need 7 metal plates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can grab pyrite if you want. That way you don't have to rely on tritium. But the problem is that you still need tritium. Okay? You're going to need to shoot 50 asteroids. So why don't you go ahead and just put it in your ship, grab all 46 pyrite. It gives you a boost towards your pulse engines in case you don't get that asteroid field that you've been looking for. Everything else, nope, don't need it. Another thing we need is an abandoned system. That's right. I was going to buy something from this guy, but he's not here anymore. Oh well, too bad for him. And there's no pilots landing, so we're done with that. So while we're here, we're going to go ahead and discover some animals. There's no attacking ones. We're going to discover some plants. You need 6 plants and 9 animals, okay? 6 plants, 9 animals. So go ahead and grab anything you can from the first place you stop at, and let's just go from there. We really don't have to get paraffinium. We're going to get it from the space station that we hit later on. But if it's close enough, like this one at 224, why not? You don't need quartzite. Got some birds up there. I'll go ahead and scan one of those. Okay, so that's 2 animals. Grab that one. That's 3. All right, good. Go down. And let's hit that up. So as we hit this up, we're going to look for oxygen-related plants and condensed carbon. And since we have our advanced mining laser installed, we can get more stuff. So mining beam, we're all set. Good, good, good. Look at that. There are sentinels that will pop up on this planet and get angry for you taking their resources. I don't know why. It's less for them to look at, but that's okay. See? You see that one real quick? Oxygen. Grab what you can. Look, more oxygen. I'll grab that. I'm not going to kill the plant. I'm just going to harvest the 3 gas bags on the outside of it. And back up we go. Alright, where'd my paraffinium go? I did highlight it, didn't I? Thought I did. $566, that's not it. 71. Thought I highlighted it. For some reason I passed it right up and didn't see it. Yeah, you can't quite make out the deposit, but it is here. We need 100, so small setting again. Gather what you can. Again, we need 100 of it. If you're at a space station, you can buy it. Kindly keep track of it. I got about, not quite 30. Another 20, so that's about 50. Another 30. 20 more will do the trick. This looks like a small deposit anyway. Let's see how much we got. 111. Okay, we're good. Got everything we needed. So I think we're all set here. There's no reason really to... If you can't find any plants, don't worry about it. I found one, but I'm not finding any others because of the fact that this planet is pretty lame where you landed. So, yeah. Okay, let's just go ahead and head out of here. Your objective in the milestones is that you have to land on all 5 of the gas giant's moons. So if you found a system that had a gas giant in it with 1 moon and you landed on it, you complete that objective. Problem is, I've already looked. Can't find one. So don't bother trying. Not worth your time. Now, try to stick to going in one direction. So for instance, I see there's a planet right there or a moon right there. I'm going to head towards that moon next. It has a save beacon on it. We'll head there. While we're heading there, is there anything that we can pick up along the way? No, doesn't look like it. We're all set.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
That just means somebody subscribed to my channel somehow, and Streamlabs is aware of it while I'm recording, so that shouldn't have happened. Sorry about that. But thank you very much, whoever subscribed during the recording of this. That's hilarious. Alright, so we got to get to all 5, right? I'll visit all the moons. We've hit 1 so far. We do get an auto charger, which is pretty cool. But we also have to get some other things done here too. So let's keep going with this. We're heading towards this one. We do have some pyrite. So let's go ahead and charge our pulse engine with the pyrite. And we're also going to charge our launcher with 1 of the 5 Starship launch fuels. You may use up all 5 by the end of your expedition, but you will not need more. Usually that's all you need. Alright, so this planet looks like it might be the cold one, if I remember correctly. I don't see any bases. It looks like it's just frozen, and that's it. So I'm going to head to the front side of this planet. Moon. Before I land, I'm going to stop. I'm going to look in a different direction. You see there's another thing there. Gwen's Gamma Farm. We're going to need Gamma Root, so I'm going to be making sure we head in that direction. So I'm going to try to point my ship in that direction as I'm landing. Notice the water? We do need crystal sulfides too. They're very hard to come by on these planets. There's a glitch right now in the game Hopefully they fix it before the end of the 6 weeks. But every time you try to dive down, it pops you back up to the surface, and I don't know why that is. Now notice we do have some plants here that we can get. I do see some clams. I don't see any crystal sulfides at the moment. There's one right there. So that's our main concern here. We want to get crystal sulfides. Let's also, while we're here, look for any plants that we can scan. Not on inorganic modules. We want to look for actual plants that can be scanned. They could be underwater. Remember, don't forget about the sentinels. They could get angry when you're doing this if they're close by. I'm going to hit this up too, even though I don't have to. Okay. More nanites, that's fine. Okay, so the crystal sulfide is over there at about 160 units away. You're also looking for any plants that could be nearby. I'm looking for heptaloid wheat. We could get just kelp instead. So just keep your eyes peeled. Looks like we have another one over there. Yes, we do. All right, so we'll be heading that way soon. And frozen tubers. Okay, good. All right, so let's head over here. Water's cold, of course. All right, switch over to your terrain manipulator. Put it on the largest setting. And once you get over top of this, we're going to dig down. This is tough. Try to go off to one side, because you could destroy the thing that you're trying to get. Now watch what happens with my character. You see? You can see it right there over to the right. It's kind of got that glow. That's what we're going for. Okay? All right. Go down and watch what happens. Boink. See? So as you get close, just hold down the button and hopefully you'll pick up a crystal sulfide. If you can at least get one, that'll be good, because hopefully the next one you can get 3 from. I got one. Okay, good. I'm going to try for one more. And again, it doesn't make a difference which planet you land on. I've actually found some on the gas giant as well. Got a second one. Okay, good. I don't think I'm going to get the third, so I'm not going to bother trying. So there was one more over here, right? 243. Let's go ahead and grab it. This was one of the biggest headaches we have with this, besides having to make all the steps in. So right now, this is a hard thing to take care of. I get some oxygen while I'm here. All right, and sorry, I had to answer a question real quick. All right, see, this is a good one. See, we might be able to get to this one. We might be able to get to this one. I don't know. So, take a look. Okay, there it is right over there. All right, good. All right, let's see. Let's head over here, see if we can pick up 2 of them. Ooh, I can. Good. I'll get the third one just for good measure. Excellent. So that worked out great. So good luck getting those. You can get them at some of the other planets as well. So I got lucky there. I got all 5. Well, I needed 4. You only need 4. And we got a few extra animals. That's good. We could use some plants. So if you see any trees on the way, there's a couple right there. Get your plants in. You will land on a paradise planet as well. So, you know, you shouldn't have any trouble getting this. All right. Let's go. Oh, that's one I haven't gotten yet. Let's get the oxygen from this. There we go. Good. Ship is over there. Again, I'm going to try to get the steps in. I know that I'm using my jetpack there, but I don't want to go through the water if I can avoid it. And you notice I haven't had to charge anything. All right. Everything's working fine. The cold is not cold enough to make it drop quickly. So, all right, so we're done with this planet. There's no reason to stay here. We're going to move on. Remember we had that other planet we were going to? So let's go up and out of the atmosphere a little bit, and we're going to head to the next planet, that reddish colored one, the Gamma Farm one. So we're going to head there next. All right, we got 2 planets under our belt, as it says at the bottom right. We need to get 3 more. So this will be number 3, and we need to get the Gamma route. That was the reason why we put that hazmat gauntlet in there. Okay, so we're all set there. Remember this? Yeah, we're going to take care of that right now. Let's go over here, activated quartzite, 4-to-1, 1-to-4 ratio. Pardon me, you're going to get 280, and it doesn't take long at all. Keep an eye out your windows here over to the sides. See? There we go. Alright, doesn't make a difference where we land on the planet, but I like to plan ahead. We came from that direction on the right. I'm going to go over the top of the planet real quick, and I'm going to look to my left, and I'm going to see if there's anything else over that way. Now, you want to, you can be in first person. So here's the planet we're looking at, and there it looks like there's a planet right over that way, and that's the direction we're going to head. So I'm going to land right over here. Now, another good thing you can do is land on the night side. Gamma root is hard to pick out of the landscape, but at night it glows. Kind of like that sodium there is glowing. These plants glow with a whole bunch of little yellow dots. So just skim along in a direction and look for the plants. This is a bad area. We need to get out to something that has plants at it. There we go. This is better. Alright, now we can head along. There's also ruins on this planet and tons of oxygen plants, so you can get a lot of oxygen here. So just look for gamma root while you're flying along. That's all you want. Now this may take a couple moments. A little slower. I'm going to go side to side a little bit. There's no way to actually scan for it, so just do your best. Sometimes you'll be lucky enough that you come at the planet and it's literally right there, and it's like, ah, I found a whole cropping of it. Let's grab it. The fact that we got 180 of it from that trader is fantastic. It's very lucky. Never had that happen before. Figures it would happen during a training video, but whatever. We still haven't gotten our heptaloid wheat, you noticed. So we're going to be keeping an eye open for that. We don't have to get it right away. We can get it at Rendezvous 1 if we wanted to. It's not a big deal. But getting it early is usually a nice thing to do. Oop, oop, oop. Nope, it's all sodium. How about over there? Is that sodium too? Yes, it is. Wow. For a planet that supposedly has tons of gamma root. Proving me wrong today. I really don't feel like cutting the video up, guys. I really, really don't. Because I just want to say, hey, look how easy it is to find. But it's lying to you. That. Whoop, 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 whoop. There it is. See it all on the hill over here? There, that's what you're looking for. Alright, there we go. So remember, we discovered another planet. 184, we need 400. We got plenty from this cropping. We need about 220. That's 120, 40, 70, okay. Need about 100 more, maybe tops. I think we got it. Hold on. There you go, 409, 501, we're all set. You want to check through here real quick and look to see if you can find your not grobberry. That's gamma weed still. Crystal sulfide. Yeah. No, I can't see any heptaloid wheat, but we're going to check out a couple animals real quick. And if you needed to, you could feed the animals and get Fecium from them. So that's something you can think about. It's up to you. Plant life? Nope. Plant life. That's what I want. And if you have a couple moments, switch over to your mining beam. Get some carbon from these guys. It'll be quick. It's good to have a little bit of carbon from these plants. You can make more later, but since you have the plants here, you might as well grab them. Unidentified plant. I'm going to scan it now. Getting condensed carbon from it as well. And is that one too? It is. Yeah, I'm going to grab that too. Strongest photo activity? Okay, that's great. Okay. Another plant I haven't scanned yet. That's great. This should be it. There it is. 6 plants. So we got them all. We need 7 aquatic animals, so if you do get underwater at some point on another planet, try to scan them. The Rendezvous 2 is going to be underwater, and you will have an opportunity to scan a ton. They have 8 total, and it is entirely possible to find all 8, which is a good thing, because you can not only get the 8 that you need to get the 2,000 nanite bonus, which is also another milestone, getting 7,200 nanites, but, see, there's a planet over there. It's peeking around the edge. We're going to go in this direction. But it'll acquire your 7 sea animal one that you need to get. Ocean-dwelling animals. Now, you notice I still haven't gotten the asteroid field. Very odd. Sometimes when you come out of Pulse Drive, it'll do it. Sometimes when you leave a planet in Pulse Drive, you'll come out in an asteroid field. Oldie McMolderson. Okay, good deal. So this will be our 4th planet. This is not the Paradise planet. Pretty sure. I think... Which one would this be? Is this Scarlet? This could be our Scarlet planet. Let's see what it is. Yes, it is. Okay, good. We don't need anything from this planet other than to leave, land and leave. That stuff right here. Let's take it out. 280. Look at that. Just land. I'm not going to look for the final planet. I do know I need to head in that direction. So I'm going to be pointing sort of in that direction. Try to keep an eye on which direction you're pointing. It's important. One warning about this planet, if you decide to do a little research on it, there is a predator on this planet that looks like a dinosaur, and it will attack you. So, yeah, it's a nasty dude. I don't stay long here. And he charges you, too, and can knock you for a loop and take out most of your health. And since you're in survival mode, yeah, not a great thing. All right. Look through the map. Looks like we got a planet, one more, right here. What's the name? Nan's Marble Run. I think that's the last planet we need to go to. Let's check it out. It should be the Paradise planet. If it is, that's a good thing. I want to say that's the one we hit first, isn't it? I think it is. If we can get it to show up. Hold on. Hey, look, an asteroid field. If I can get it to show up in our scanner, that would be great. Yeah, it's not going to show up. All right, let's get out of this. Let's get our 50 asteroids while we're here, since we got fortunate enough to have them. Take the opportunity to get them. And 2 things you're going to get from this, well, you'll get other metals and stuff like that, but you're going to get the tritium. The tritium is definitely necessary because it'll help your pulse drive later on. You don't need a ton of it. About 400 all total will be perfectly fine. Since we picked up some pyrite, we're in good shape already. Try to aim for the smaller asteroids if you can. Watch the charge on your photon cannon. Switch over to your rockets if you need to let it give it a break for a minute. So we're going to keep going in this direction. I'm just going to keep kind of drifting. I'm not hitting anything. That's weird. Okay, there we go. There's a whole bunch right here. Go. Oh my gosh. This thing's like trying to handle a... That's the one thing I have a problem with the haulers, is that they are just so sluggish in responsiveness to your steering. It's annoying as crap. Anyway. I use the, like if I got a big asteroid in my way like that, I will go ahead and use my rockets on it. Should be hitting that achievement anytime now. Overheated. Shouldn't have done it. My fault. Yep, anytime now. Thank you. Alright, we're out of there. We'll need that in a minute. Let's see where we are with regards to these planets at now. So this is the guy we were heading towards, right? I think we've already landed there, but let's find out. Like I said, it's very hard to keep track of these planets and where they are in relation to the gas giant. You should be able to get it right now. See, I've already been there. Already been there. So let's come out of there. We do know there's a bunch of planets this way. Let's see. That might be what I'm looking for. Now, if you get too close to the gas giant here, you will enter its atmosphere, and it will stop you. Watch. See? That happens, just head out. That should be far enough. That one I think we've been to as well. But there's one down here. There's a Gamma Farm. That one we've been to. There's supposedly one over there. Let me see here. Hold on. Wherever the space station is, head towards the space station. That's probably your best idea. We're probably going to head through the atmosphere, because the Paradise planet we need to land at is near the space station. But yeah, see, the pulse drive is taking us through the atmosphere again. It doesn't have the pathing quite right, because the gas giants are too big. See? I'm going to use all that. So all that pyrite is gone. We might get lucky and get all the way through this. But I think it's taking us closer into the atmosphere now. Whoa, okay, I don't know what happened there. That was weird. Nice. Okay, we don't have to go far. Let's get to about the 20-second mark. Alright, that should be good. Let me go down here and take a look. There. Is that it? Just a tent. Yep, we have not been there. Paradise Moon. That's our last one. So looking at the time, we're coming up on the 50-minute mark. So as we leave this system, as we get to our space station that I need to go to after we leave this system, that is where we're going to come to an end. Okay? So here we go. Coming in on the Paradise Moon. Land wherever you want. Same thing occurs here if you go down to the water to look for crystal sulfides, but I'm finding that the water levels in this planet suddenly dropped and you don't have the water that we used to have. I don't know why. Trying to land. What is that? Is that someone's base? If that's a base, I'm not landing at it. It is someone's base. I'm going to land over here. Annoys the baloney out of me when people load up their bases on these planets. Okay. We're looking for two things here. Okay? More animals, more plants if you haven't gotten all the plants. You want to get all the plants if you can. Pardon me, all the animals if you can. Because, there we go. Surveyed every moon, so we got that one. Biological entity. And 9 new species. Okay, we got them all. Now there's a reason for that. Let me show you. So we got this. You get your launch auto charger. Okay, grab it. You need that. Matter of fact, the sooner you put it in your ship, the better. See, here it is, right here. That will start charging this up during daylight hours. Okay? Second thing we want to do. Nutrient processor. There we go. We got that now. We need a hermetic seal for that. We can make it if we wish. I usually wait until I get to the first planet, and we need to leave the planet. So one thing we need to do while we're here is go into your starship while you're close by it. Let's open up all these and get our, all the things we need. We're going to make, pardon me. That didn't feel good. We're going to make one antimatter pod, right? And we're going to make antimatter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Make 6 of those. Make one into a warp cell. Drop it in your hyperdrive. You're ready to go. Leave the other 5 alone. You're going to use them for recipes later on. Okay? That's what you need. Hang on to the rest of your chromatic metal in case you need it. And yes, you'll need it. Don't worry about it. Alright, what else we got? Let's put things in our inventory. Over there. Storm crystal. We'll keep that. We'll keep that. We're going to hang on to these for now. We do need them. And we're going to put the metal plates over in our inventory over there. Paraffinium we'll hold on to. The crystals we'll hold on to. I think we got everything we need. Okay. Not well organized, but it's where everything needs to be. And we got the 80 salt, right? 80? Okay, good. Okay, so we're all set here. Now, the thing we're looking for is we're looking for bones. looking for bones right there. Natural burial site, 717 units away. You have two choices. Run to them and get your steps in, which we're going to do for this episode, because if you look at milestone 5 over here, I've already got 5,374 steps. I need 4,500 more. That is a 10-minute run. That's what that is. Either you can do it at the end, or you can do it now while you're trying to get your stuff. Just try to go without using your boosters. Now, if we look in our inventory real quick, oxygen's at 415, condensed carbon. You're probably going to need a little bit more carbon than that, so I suggest take about half of this, drop it in your refiner, and turn it into carbon. As you can see, right here. Okay? Just turn it into carbon, and you're going to pick up oxygen on the way. That way you don't have to use your mining laser, and you can just run into oxygen plants along the way. The puffy ones are here and there. You'll run into those. It does have the graspers like those. There we go, mining beam. And just keep going. Just keep going. You know what to do. Okay. Alright. Gonna let my running charge up again and then run. I'm just gonna get all these steps in. So this is gonna come in handy. We're gonna be up to about 6,000 steps. Less to do at the very end of our run. New region. Actually, if you're in a new region, mark off where there might be a building, and if it's shorter than the distance to this thing, or about the same, make sure you head over there when you're done, and I'll show you a little something. You can do this early on, and find one of those. Better off you'll be. Now remember, we needed heptaloid wheat. If you find some, like that, grab it. So that's another thing you need. Write it down, heptaloid wheat. Electrical disturbance detected. Paradise planet, folks. Come on. Anyway, alright, we'll grab it. Alright, where'd it go? There it is. I'll head in that direction. Electrical disturbance must be over there. Yeah, you see it? All the sparks and stuff. They're trying to follow me. Oh, look at this. Head over there. We're going to do that now. I'm going to jump down here. Look for the pillar. The beacon. There it is. Do it. It's not for the save point. Ignore the charge. I'll survive. Go to your escape menu. Go to discoveries, and you're going to see it up here. See the X, rename and upload. Go ahead and hit the X, and just put something after it. I put an exclamation point. Uploaded. You've just acquired a milestone. Congratulations. Very simple, very quick. The thing is that you can always rename those every single time, and you'll get it. You know the little blow-up ones? I'm not finding any. Alright, so we're almost up on this. We need 6 of these. Terrain manipulator, big. It looks like we have 5 here. So that's fantastic. Looks like we only need 1 more. 1. Make sure you have the inventory space for it, by the way. 2. Oh, we got all 6. 3. 4. I think. 5. 6. Son of a gun. There were 7. We got 7 of them. Isn't that fantastic? Alright, so let's see how many steps we got. That doesn't happen. Usually you have to go to at least 2 or 3 different sites. We are at 6,400 steps. Look at that. So if we run back to the ship right now, we'll get all the rest of those steps in. We're even in better shape than we were before. Alright, so what did we get? This gives us constructible relic plans. You can get those if you want. And the same thing with this, 256 Quicksilver. It really doesn't help you at all right now. Alright, so back over here. Exoskiff plans and the agricultural product plans. You don't have to build an exoskiff, but you do need the product plans. Get that. Okay? Don't worry about that. And this one, aquajet plans. You need that. Same thing with the craftable components. Grab it. Okay? We're all set. So I'm going to start heading back to my ship. I'm going to let that play out on our screen. There we go. And let it chime all the way through about all the things. Hey, puffer plant, grab the oxygen. You're going to get some dioxide later, most likely from the station. Your oxygen's good, but you do need some of it. So try to hang on to some of that oxygen if you can. Okay, yep, ran out of our juice again. It's okay. We're getting our steps in. That's what we're doing. And we're going to use some oxygen now to get our life support up to snuff, because I know it's going to say something in just a moment. So I'm going to just do it. Alright, how far we got to go? 327. Okay, there we go. And off we go. Good deal. So we're doing really good here. I decided to do it this way. Normally I'm already at Rendezvous 1 at this point. I've already gone through the space stations and everything like that. But I'm trying something a little different here. So we'll see how this ends up in the end. Yes, I said it that way. Ends up in the end. Hopefully I don't lose my voice before I finish this up. Oh, look at that. We had one up, get it done right there. That's hilarious. So, could have done it there if we wanted to. No big deal. Okay. We're back. We got this. Alright, so we are done with this system in its entirety. And you see how many we got done, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got 11 milestones knocked out by doing this. We're going to warp to a new system right now. That'll be number 12. And then these two, we 13 and 14 once we get there. We're going to do these in the next episode. So we'll be it'll be rendezvous time in the next episode, all the rendezvous. So we've got everything we need, okay? Except there's a couple minor items we have to pick up. We needed 7 storm crystals, got them. We needed at least 40 cobalt, got that, to make the batteries. Crystallized helium, 256, it's a milestone, we did that. We needed at least 160 ferrite to start with. We're going to need more later. We got plenty of that. Condensed carbon, got it. We're going to need at least, according to my math, at least 330 of that. We've already got that in our stock. We're good. Sodium, we need a bunch of it. You need about 40 to begin with, but you need a bunch just in case you need to recharge things. It's good to have it. Activated quartzite, I put down 55 plus. You need at least, I got 70. We're good there. We turned it into the chromatic metal we needed. Salt, we needed 80. We've got almost 100 of it. That's great. Oxygen, I'm finding we need at least about 400. I think we've used up a bunch of it already, so I think we got about 300 in our stock. We'll take a look at that in a moment. And the dihydrogen, 40 just in case, and I think we got about 80 of it. We picked up extras. Paraffinium, 100. Crystal sulfide, 4. We haven't gotten the cytophosphate because it's hard to find on any of these planets. They're not deep enough. But we are going to get that at Rendezvous 2, so I'm not too worried about it. So we'll hold off on that. We need 80 of that. Combined with the 80 salt we've already got and about 80 more carbon, we'll be able to make fuel cells that are required in order to build one of our items in our person. But we'll get to that later. 400 gamma root, we've already got it. 51 Fecium, we've got it. Wheat or kelp, we've got the wheat. We just needed 2 of those, not 1. We need 2 wheat. We've got about 5 or 6, so we're good there. Finally, when we get to our space station, and I'll show you this when we get there, we're going to need some dihydrogen jellies, which we don't really need. We have one on us. It's good to get 1 or 2 extras just in case. Carbon nanotubes, which we can make, not a big deal. We need 7 metal plates. We've already picked them up. 6 antimatter, already built them. We need 1 lubricant, which we have all the materials to make that with. We need 3 magnetic resonators, 2 microprocessors. We've got the microprocessors, I believe. We need to get the resonators still. And we need 4 hermetic seals. So we're going to be picking those up. So let's get going. Just one more jump and we're done with this area. Here we go. So we're going to jump out of the system. So you're wondering to yourself, you only have 25% charge on your hyperdrive. What are we going to do with that? Let me show you. So take it. Now, we have to make several jumps to get to Rendezvous 1. As you can see, it's all the way over there. We're going to stop at 2 systems first. We're going to go here first because it's along the route. So let's just take the route that it's telling us to take. Because we've jumped to warp 1 time, as we get into this system, it's going to give us that achievement. In that achievement, one of the rewards we get is 3 more warp cells. and the plans on how to make a hypercell. Let me show you. So we're here. Wait a moment. There it is. Never look back. Go into your milestones. Accept it. There you go. Warp hypercore. Now you're in here. Take your 3 warp cells you got. Drop them in here. And you remember this? We already have 1 storm crystal. Just make the 1 warp hypercore in case you need it. But keep the 4 other antimatters. You need to hang on to those. Okay? On we go. We're going to take the second jump. It's telling us to take, which is to this one. Nothing to do here either except leave the system. So we're just going to jump there. Should be approaching in just a moment. Everything's a lot quicker now. We don't spend any more time in hyperspace than we need to anymore. So good job, Hello Games, on doing that. Immediately, go back to hyperspace. Now, it takes you up to this system up here, and then on to the first one. Look for a system called Hobeck, just prior to the one that it's taking you to. Hobeck, right here. You can see it's kind of in line, right? Used to be my second jump, but you know, without the supercharged slot, I have to make it in 2 jumps, or 3, I should say. Head to this system. Hobeck is a great system to go to. All we're going to do here is stop at the space station. We're going to sell anything else that we need to sell. We'll get rid of the bones just to get them out of our inventory. You've got plenty of money already. You got over 2 million from the sale of your 6 storm crystals. In my case, I think it was 7. So, head to the space station. Here we go. And we're going to be ending the episode here. We're not going to make it to Rendezvous 1. We're going to do that in the next episode. This is all you're going to do here. Get out of your ship. You've already got all your achievements, all your milestones that you needed to get. Hit to the starship guy right here. Merchant. Go through everything real quick. He wants to talk. You're going to sell out of your starship inventory the teleport unit. And usually you have another unit in here you could sell. I've got 2, so I'm going to get rid of everything real quick. And I'm going to buy, if you run down here, a hyperdrive module, which is going to go on my starship. That's all you need. So let me grab that. Put it down here. 382. If you move this down, boosts you up to 390. Plenty of hyperdrive range now. Let's run it here real quick and hit the terminal before the next ship arrives. Sell. We're going to get rid of the bones. Only the bones. Don't sell anything else if you can avoid it. I'll get rid of the navigation data. I don't need it. It's just taking up a slot. Okay, we got everything else, right? Okay, we're good. Head out to your people out here. So we've already got our metal plates. You can get them from that terminal that we were just at. You can get metal plates from them. You can get your microprocessors. I got to check to see if I have those. You're looking for things that you can get, like for instance ferrite dust. I'm going to get some extra. I'm going to get 2 of these because I don't know if I have them. I'm just going to get them. I've got 2.6 million, and I'm going to get some extra tritium to put into my ship. I don't need any of the rest of this. I'm looking for, see, they all landed, right? I'm looking for magnetic resonators, which we don't have, or hermetic seals. And sometimes they also have... he won't have it. This guy might have the magnetic resonators. The Explorer class usually does. There they are. 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. Get a couple of these too while you're at it. Here's your dioxite. Put them in your inventory. You can grab it all because, frankly, you don't really need that much, but why dilly-dally it? You know, just take care of it. If you can find someone with hermetic seals and carbon nanotubes, grab them. You can do it yourself, but that means you'll just need more stuff. Okay, I don't see anybody else here. Got a fighter. Got another ship coming in right now if you don't mind waiting a couple extra moments. So let me check here. We got 2, and there's 2 more. So I didn't really need them. So I'm going to put the magnetic resonators in there. Okay, good. Use this to recharge. See? Look at that. Ship 2. Who landed? Somebody landed. I saw them land. There they are. Ah, that's someone we haven't visited yet. Somebody in a shuttle. The shuttles, I think, have the rest of the stuff that we're looking for. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, and then 1, 2, 3 nanotubes. There you go. You get salt from this guy too, as well as paraffinium. And we picked up paraffinium, but we could get the 100 from him. So the shuttle has the paraffinium, the hermetic seals, and the carbon nanotubes if you want to wait. There you go. We have all the resources we need to complete the entire run. We need cytophosphate, but we're going to get that from Rendezvous 2, and I'll show you that in a little bit. Now, one of the things we did get from all this is that we're going to get supreme movement upgrades, we're going to get nanites. We want to keep an eye on the nanites that we're pulling in so we can make sure we get that achievement. We don't have anything else we need to gather from any of these achievements. We're ready to go, 1500 nanites. We're going to complete Rendezvous 1 in the next episode. So, give you guys a save point. We're going to pause the clock right here. There we go, and I want to thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in the next episode. Remember, we went 1 hour and 8 minutes. We're going to see how much longer it takes after this, and we'll start the clock over again from this point. All right, guys, thank you. Please hit the like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next episode. Take care, and I got to get my wave in. All right, bye-bye now.